guys, the World Championship has started. I believe that the story in the end is always the same. We left the championship with Ducati dominating, and now we return to the 2025 championship with the top 3 spots still held by Ducati. There are a few things to say. First of all, Marquez has shown that he's doing well. He's proven to be, that rider almost certainly accident prone. He even joked that, in my opinion, he could have won if it weren't for that little issue with the pressure, and he might have been affected by it a bit. He would have won. With the 6-second lead, he really dominated. A positive note is definitely that of Alex Marquez, who with the MotoGP 2024 is proving to be a very strong rider. He has won 2 championships. On the other hand, we're talking about the Marquez family, more redecorated. A psychological blow for Bagnaia, who didn't have the bike set up right, maybe due to some unfinished development, or maybe the tire. He needs to bounce back quickly, because when your teammate is giving you these beatings, it starts to become quite a lot. I would say we can take stock of the teams. Aprilia is officially the team that can compete with Ducati. He was unlucky not to have Martin and will not have him, probably finished in Qatar or Europe. But with his rider Ogura, who is making his MotoGP debut, and with Bezzecchi, he has shown that it's an ultra-competitive bike. In fact, it's the first time in the early weeks in an era that we have the top 10 spots. There are 5 Ducatis, 2 Aprilias, and 2 KTMs. It's a one-time thing, so I would say that the championship is getting a bit closer. From the sides, inferior. The bikes concern Ducati, even if it is certainly unbeatable. KTM has some issues aside from the financial response for bike development. They lack resources. It's a bike that's hard to handle with a very stiff frame. If KTM listens to Bastianini, who has had experience from a time when KTM was at its peak, he made a great comeback from 18th to 9th. Something can be done, but the cabaretien must follow those instructions because the motorbike, like the way the bike handles in quotes, it's violent, which risks them crashing halfway through the race or having completely worn out tires. It surprised us a bit negatively. Yamaha was expecting something more, even if. It's a square of great prey. The Honda 4x4 is getting closer to many riders. It's developing a bit with the 4 riders it has, but in the end, we have to say that they haven't done a bad job, even though there's still a long way to go. I would say that at Yamaha, we honestly expected a bit more. Also because if he doesn't make it to the podium in Loro, it seems to me that the results are few and far between, even though Miller, I'll tell you the truth, the start, or at least on the race side, he didn't do badly at all. Anyway, it will definitely be a great world championship. In favor of Ducati. I repeat, the only Alpina who is very unlucky because she lost Martin, she lost everything. Bezzecchi has taken on all the development. He hasn't done anything to distance himself, but he arrived behind a Baracchio. This is a great speech for April. It means we will work with the bike. We will have fun. We are looking forward to a quiet week after the tests in Malaysia, Grand Prix, and let's see a bit in Argentina. It's a very difficult track because the guano is something you can never give up. They don't understand, they don't know the conditions of the track. We'll see, and we'll see if, but that it will happen again, and if Bagnaia will succeed to change pace compared to today's race. Guys, you have no idea. In Timlandia, the heat was intense, 38 degrees, 35. I don't know how the riders managed to make it to the end. There were burns everywhere. The advice I always give them is, when is this scorching hot? Drink the little glass, the dry one, guys. Is good for you, it helps. It puts you in order, it also gives you a boost when you're tired. You definitely need to have it, especially true. Be very careful and don't do it in difficult moments, before going by car, before going by motorbike. You do it afterward, but going to Tenandia, a Prosecco gives you life. Long live the stage. Thank you all.